It was the maiden edition of the ReportHer Awards organized by Women Radio WFM 91.7 in partnership with Wole Soyinka Centre for Investigative Journalism, supported by the United Nations Women and Canadian Government. The Chief Executive Officer of WFM, Tom Okewale Shonaya, in her welcome address appreciated the support of donor agencies, individuals, women groups, corporate organizations, and the media industry in Nigeria, while outlining some of the achievements and mandate of women radio towards development and advocacy for women's representation in nation building.
The objective of the Reporther Awards is to honor media organizations and broadcasters and journalists who have continuously and deliberately reported women, because it is through your relentless commitment that we embark on this remarkable evening. Each story told shaped the narratives and created an impact on female reportage. And as we begin this special evening, we celebrate the achievements of our nominees. We recognize your invaluable contributions to journalism, to women's inclusion, and to the development of our dear nation, Nigeria. As we acknowledge the collective impact we have made through responsible journalism, let us remember the responsibilities that come with being a journalist and a broadcaster. I would like to singularly acknowledge the immense contribution of a dear sister, Wole Soyinka Centre for Investigative Journalism, under the leadership of Motunrayo Alaka, for the good partnership we are achieving here today. Motunrayo, I thank you for being a supportive sister. I thank you very much.
The United Nations Women Country Representative to Nigeria and ECOWAS, Beatrice Ayong, said United Nations Women is a global entity that is dedicated to promoting the achievement of gender equality and empowerment of women and girls.
Media is very powerful, and we have a message, and so we have to cooperate with media to get this message out. And this message is simply that gender equality and women's empowerment is a condition that must be fulfilled for us to have sustainable development. You understand? So that's how we came together with Women Radio. So, women's participation, women's representative in development, in politics is a non-negotiable condition for us to have sustainable development. It's not because of the women, it's not because I'm a woman, it's for all of us. We have to develop, we have to accelerate. We have been too long, we have to accelerate. Quickly, I think the quick things that the new government can do is to appoint women. Nigeria is a reservoir for qualified, for competent, and for performing women. And Nigeria is showing it at the world stage. The head of the World Trade Organization is a woman. The Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations is a woman, and they are all Nigerian women. So government doesn't have any excuse to say we cannot find women. We have more than qualified women in Nigeria. So we are asking the government, maybe not asking, but we're encouraging the government, to give 50-50 according to the Maputo Protocol, where African heads of states adopted that it should be 50-50 in representation. So this is the quick thing that I think the new government could do.
I think it's a wonderful idea. I think that as much attention that can be paid to reportage about the female gender is certainly something to be celebrated, and it's something to be sustained. so many issues arising from the gender situation in the country. When I say the gender situation, I mean the fact that there is gender inequality. So there are many issues that arise from that, and it's important for journalists, both men and women, to ensure that they key in to some of these issues, because if we can solve some of them, then perhaps the development issues that we have will not be as daunting as they are right now.
When we look at reporting and we're talking about ReprtHer, it's just about issues that are pertinent to gender. And I think it is high time we begin to recognize media houses, individual reporters, as well as all manner of media professionals that put gender very high on their agenda and are doing significant work in that regard. We are looking for prime time spots for women across most of these media institutions, so that this award has come at this time is timely, it is relevant, but I also want to say that it is commendable.
We are here for ReprtHer. What do you think about this concept? Is it just another award? Do you think it's necessary, especially being the first edition?
No, I think it goes beyond being just another award, because I'm actually involved with the Wole Soyinka Centre for Investigative Journalism, where I attended a program, and there are like 12 fellows and women who were mentoring and putting front and center the fact that we need to be able to report women's issues from a woman's perspective. And coincidentally, all day today I've been in one session after the other looking at gender equity, gender mainstreaming issues, leadership positions, women in the workplace and all of that. So I think it's generating the much needed awareness. And if you look at the sponsors and those who are providing support, these are people who believe in what it is they're doing. So it is not just an avenue for people to converge on a place and decide, let us just for the optics walk the red carpet and small talk. I think with the caliber of people involved in this, it will go a long way in sending out the strongest message that the time is now for us to build on all of the gains of women conferences, from the conference in Nairobi in 1985 to the United Nations Conference on Women in Beijing, China, which is popularly known as Beijing 1995. Everything kind of cooled up, but all of a sudden it looks as if there is a renaissance, a reawakening, and everyone is starting to understand that it is important for us to carry women along, and it's important for women's peculiar issues and challenges not to be used against them in the workplace.
The ReprtHer Awards, being the maiden edition, is the celebration of Nigerian media and journalists for their contribution and commitment to reporting women and women-related stories. Among the winners of the event, Arise News in the television category, as the station that reported women more and gave prime time to women and women-related issues, while Blueprint newspapers won in the print category.
Abuja Broadcasting Corporation, Africa Independent Television AIT, Arise News, Daria Media, Comet TV.
In the name of Arise News.
Arise News.
Let's give them another round of applause.
Just to add one or two things, this is a fantastic event because it's put together by someone I consider a very special person, and that's Dr. I've known her for many years, and I'm really delighted, and I'm praying that this event will go a long way. The next 10 years will still be there, receiving awards and being able to say, this represents women. Arise News, we do care about women, and that's why the chairman, Prince has said we have to make sure we make a strong showing, and we're delighted to be able to get this award. He sends his warm regards. He would have loved to be here himself, what I'm able to make it. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honored and pleased to announce the runner-up for this category. I'm honored to present to you African Independent Television. Congratulations, AIT.
Thank you so much. I'm standing in for the Managing Director of AIT, Dr. Tosin, who, of course, is unable to be here. I want to say that we have been part of this process from the beginning, and we're happy that we are making the desired contribution. I want to congratulate you for this very wonderful landmark, and we look forward to greater things. We want to hope that we continue our cooperation with UNWomen and Women Radio. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
In this category, we looked at journalists that interviewed, covered, reported, and published more women's stories and aimed for fair reportage of women. And this the runner-up certificate is awarded to Ene Oshaba.
Ene Oshaba, please.
Of Blueprints newspaper.
Voice of Nigeria won the radio category as the media platform that aimed at fair reportage of women. Tech Cabal won the digital online category with Titilope Fadari of Premium Times Nigeria, winning the individual journalist category as the journalist that interviewed, covered, reported more women's stories to emerge as the Reporter Journalist of the Year. For many who attended the event applauded the convener of the awards, Ms. Toun Okewale Shonaya, and urged that the event should be a continuous one.